Build this network,
Scots and soul.
build this network on Scots with soul. Yo, what's happening, folks? How are we doing tonight? And welcome back to the IndiScots with Soul podcast. Tonight we have YaldiTime, SMViper, and Stubzx. 2 weeks in a fucking row, boys. Nailed it, man. Nailed it. How are we doing tonight, anyway, boys?
A man like the...
You're the wee man up the top right. Top right.
So, that way.
Aye.
That way.
The first way you done. But yeah, how are you this week anyway, Viper? And what have you been up to?
I've been doing alright. As you can tell, I want to apologise for the quality of me right now because I'm at my mate's house right now. Not of my own choice, but at my mate's house right now. But I've just been playing. Well, actually, here's one. COD knows exactly what I've been doing because it's his fault that I've been doing it. I've been playing XCOM.
He's been rubbing his
my
nipples.
soul's a wee bit destroyed right now. I've been rubbing my nipples.
Aye, man, we got Viper bitten by the XCOM bug this week, guys. It's fucking one of those games, man. If I hear you're going to play XCOM, I will stoke that fire until the bug has bitten you and you can't do anything but play XCOM.
Didn't work for me, though. Didn't work for me.
Because I've not put the effort in on you yet, Stubbs. I've not really
I didn't
tried.
It's because you need
it.
to be under 21.
You need to be under 30, mate. Under 30. Sorry, in a month's time, you need to be over 30 because I'll be over 30 and I'll view myself differently.
Old cunt.
Yaldi, how are you, son? How have you been this week?
I've not been streaming or anything like that. I've just been fucking chilling out playing games myself, to be honest.
No, mate, you have done hunnels this week. May I point your
If you
direction
mean like
to
20 minutes that I spent making IndiScots stuff, then
He's so modest, ain't he? He's so fucking modest, man.
but this way for me.
Yeah, right in the centre, mate. We're all pointing at it. The lovely new
Look, I
logo.
made that.
Stubbs wanted to be in the top right above me tonight because he's like, he wants to represent the aisles because we cut the aisles out. Like, fuck the aisles. There's only 12 cunts stay on them anyway. We don't need them.
This is my usual spot anyway. Alright, it just happened to work out very nicely.
Well, that moves on. How are you then, Stubbs, and what have you been up to this week, dude?
Doing alright. I've been playing a lot of Forza. And last night I was up until about 10 in the morning playing a little bit of Civ, thanks to a little prick that's right below me.
Yeah, me and Stubbs, I was like, I finished up my stream last night and I was like, Stubbs, you want to talk about some stuff for the podcast because we've got announcements and that to do tonight for IndiScots. And we're like, yeah, man, spoke for about an hour about the announcements and stuff. And then it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, mate, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. He's like, oh yeah, so it is, man. But our empires are doing good.
That's not how it was, right? What happened was I was sitting there, we were talking about things, and he kept getting a wee bit distant. I was like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm playing Civ. And he starts talking about his civilizations and talking about them. I'm like, you know what? I'll crack open Civ for a few turns.
You can't do that, man. That's
7
impossible.
hours later. 7 hours later. There we go.
You can't turn Civ on for a few turns. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do it every night. I'm like, I'm going to turn Civ on, restart the game until I get a nice start next to a world wonder or a natural wonder, get a nice restart position, then I'll save the game. And the reason that in my mind, what I've been doing is trying to find start locations for streams. And then you're like, right, really good start location. I'll just settle the city. I'll just build the monument. I'll just build the builder.
That was me last night. Sierra was like, right, let's go to bed. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna finish up this. And then it was like, do you wish to start a religion? All right, I'll start stuff, Sierra. You no bother. I was like, well, maybe I can just build a couple things. Maybe I can do this. 20 minutes later, I was like, oh fuck, I sent her a message, sound asleep. Fuck. I'm in trouble.
But guys, remember the giveaway for Resonate is still live. If you type in !ticket, you can buy tickets. The giveaway, the way it works is every 10 minutes you'll get 20 eggs in the chat, and a ticket costs 10 eggs. So you get 2 tickets every 10 minutes, guys. But Viper, let's pick up on the point you were talking about XCOM. And YaldiTime, I know you play XCOM. Did you see that there's a new DLC being released for XCOM next week? Or is it next week?
No, I'm still looking for the wig technology, but
It's the 3rd of December. 3rd of December it comes out, right? And the really cool thing about it is it's free for if you own War of the Chosen. So basically, if you've already bought War of the Chosen, it'll be free, and it'll be free up until 5:59 p.m. our time on December the 3rd. That also means if you buy War of the Chosen between now and then you'll get this DLC for free. If you don't, it was going to cost you $7.99. But like the DLC, man,
Even then, that's not bad at all.
it's really no good. It's really not too bad. I know. XCOM 2, right? There's a trailer there for guys who want to see it. It's a really short trailer. But basically, XCOM 2, the new DLC, which is called, what's the name of it? Name of it is DLC covers the story of what happened between Enemy Within and XCOM 2.
That's a pretty long name.
With no base, but no, it's not the name yet. With no base building and just the tactical turn-based action we all love. Central to the story is Bradford, but it's called the Tactical Legacy Pack. So basically, like, there's none of the base building. See how like people can struggle with the base building when you first enter XCOM. It's like that's probably what's been killing you, Viper, is not building your base correctly, not getting the right upgrades when you need them. Well, this DLC.
I'm just starting again. I'm like, you know what? World A's done. World B can take over.
It's the only way to do it, man. Like fucking, I think I'd started the XCOM, like restarted the game something like 23 times before I beat it. Do you know what I mean? So like, there's the early part of the game, you really need to get that right, and then when you've got that right, you can totally fuck up the middle part of the game. Do you know what I mean? So it's like there's a lot of restarts required. But the new DLC covers none of the base building part. Sorry, go.
I'm trying to decide if. Because I got given it for free through PlayStation. And as much as I love playing it on PlayStation, I'm trying to decide if I want this as a cash out just to get it on PC. Because I feel like
before it bites
play a
you,
lot easier
before
on PC.
You've not spent any money on it yet. Before you want the DLCs, get it on PC because you can mod it as well. It runs a lot better on PC. Because to be honest, guys, see if you're thinking about getting XCOM 2, do not buy it for PlayStation 4. Don't. It does not run properly. It does not run properly. The amount it crashes so hard, so often, man. It just crashes and crashes and crashes.
I mean, I got it for free on PlayStation. I'm the same boat as Viper there. That's the only reason I've got it.
It's like mine doesn't crash, but what it does is that the enemy team takes so long to like
Take
go forward, and even if you do, it'll go through the audio and everything first, then do the mechanics. I'm like, cool, where the fuck have you moved to? Just saying, by the way, those sentries, like the big robot sentries, can go fuck themselves. I hate them so much.
He's not even seen any of the bad enemies yet, man.
I know. He's just the easy enemies, man. He's seen a snake man and shot himself.
He saw a snake man and his whole fucking squad got wiped, man.
Mate, snake men are like standard enemies. Snake men are like troopers.
It's only after I played the mission and took one head on that ruse as well. That was fucking easy.
Mate, there's enemies later on in the game. I'll not tell you what they're called, but I'll tell you what their ability is. There's enemies later on in the game that have 25 health points when they first appear, and when you shoot them, it gives them extra action points to use against you. So they had 2 action points before you shot them, then they have 3.
That is that is a big fat fucking nope from me. I do not consent to that. I disagree with it.
But see, the
Let's just say
Tactical
no
Legacy
run for
Pack, the new
Parliament.
DLC, the thing about the new DLC, right? There's none of the base building, so it's like, it plays more like a normal like game where the more you do, the more you progress. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to research the weapons in order to use them. You just simply pick it up off an alien and fucking go to town. But the thing about it is, once it comes out, once you've completed the story, it's going to completely integrate with XCOM 2 and the War of the Chosen. So see all the weapons and equipment that you'll be working up and getting in that DLC, you know, the new armors and stuff. There is going to be whole new weapon archetypes. That's all going to be available in the XCOM 2 base game as well. So there's going to add so much to the game, man. I can't wait to get my hands on it, and I'm getting it for fucking free, which is ridiculously awesome. Hell yeah. But the other thing about December 3rd, I don't know the exact date of Phoenix Point. I think it's December 8th. Phoenix Point is the people who made original XCOM. The original XCOM was rebooted by Firaxis. They bought the rights and remade it. But the people who made the original XCOM are launching a game called Phoenix Point on I think it's December 8th, and it's a lot more like the older games. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's going to cost action points to reload. Like, reloading your gun is going to cost a certain amount of action points, and it's going to be a lot more in depth. So it's pretty good move by Firaxis, giving the XCOM players a free DLC to play just before we've got another game that would be wanting to buy. It's very shrewd businessman. Very shrewd business. Yeah. CD Projekt Red. Did you see that stuff that happened? Did we see the CD Projekt Red debacle? The stuff that's happening with him.
Aye.
Basically, see the guy that wrote the Witcher books? When the CD Projekt Red bought the rights for them, they offered them royalties, right? And the guy basically says to them, I don't want royalties because I don't think your game's going to do well, right? 5-6 years later, The Witcher's one of the most popular games on the planet, and the guy's going, I made a mistake, give me more money.
I love the balls.
We can't do that.
I love the balls that he's got. He's like, fuck you guys, your game's gonna be shite. I'm not even just give me a one-off payment. Fuck it. And now he's like, wait, The Witcher 3 he made how much money? And The Witcher 1 made,
I want some of that.
give me more money. And it's like, no, you made a deal. No, give me more money. It's like, I'll take you to court. It's like, yeah, do it. Fucking.
To be fair, right? See if he actually went and like, see if you done this nicely. Like, I think if you actually went to couple of, look, obviously I made a mistake.
He didn't do it nicely.
Any chance I could maybe.
He'd been talking shit about them for years, though. He was talking shit when just after Witcher 3 came out, and he was like, "Nah, they didn't get this legally. It's mine. Like, nobody cares about the books. They only care about the games. Like, what the fuck is this? I want more money."
He basically threatened to drag their name through the mud. Right? He says to them in the letter, if you don't give us more money, we'll take this public, we'll give it to the newspapers and internet, and we'll get to all the news sources, and we'll basically drag your name through the mud. You will lose reputation. How did CD Projekt Red respond? They published the letter on their own website. They made it public themselves. So, like, credit to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't sign a contract in the dotted line and then be like, 6 years later, I don't like that contract that I signed. Iron Brew.
I wish I could do that with my old work, man. I should just turn around to my old work and say, no, I don't like the contract, give me more money. Give me more money or I start working here again.
It'd be great, wouldn't it? But that's why contracts exist in the first place, man. So you can't do that. Well, let's address chat. Who's in chat tonight? Welcome, Jason, Tonto, Glasgow Gaming, Absolute Scottish, Starlight, the Scottish lass, Madcap. Oh, fuck, I just said hello to Madcap.
No, don't say that.
Sapman, Gracie, Renji. How we all doing tonight, guys? Man, remember at the top there's stream rooms. You can go in there, podcast questions, and ask us any questions. Try and keep it as clean as possible, because it's not Jackbox time just yet. But aye. Hey, Dacast again while we're talking about it. Hi, friends.
They're saying my flag's upside down. No, it's no. Well, my towel.
Speaking of Scottish friends, actually.
It was before. I changed.
Nice. Speaking of Scottish friends, I want to just give you a wee bit of insight of what's been happening in my hometown recently. So, recently, as in yesterday, there was a march for independence. The last time this march happened, there was maybe 30 to 35,000 people that showed up, right? The official count from Police Scotland for yesterday's march was, and I shit you not, you can Google this. Are you ready? 193,000 people showed up to this march.
That's a lot of people.
Historic. They met up in Holyrood Park, right? Historic Scotland said, no, we don't want you meeting up in Holyrood Park. Understandable, because it is a historic site, right? Police Scotland then called Historic Scotland and went, so remember how you said they couldn't go there? They've gone anyway. There's too many of them. We can't stop them. I'm so sorry. We can't do anything. There are pictures on, but here's the best part. A certain news company from the UK, which I can't say on stream, posted it as minimal people.
are they known for lying and hiding
They're
certain
known for
types
touching
of people
kids.
that like children? Aye.
Is it the CCB? I think it's the CCB.
The CCB.
Aye, I think it's the
Aye,
CCB.
I think they're the ones that got the vans that can tell if you got a TV license, aren't they?
Aye,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
CCB,
They've got mad technology,
Aye.
those folk, man. They definitely always tell the truth. They're definitely
Well, yeah,
not
they-
like nah.
But talking about networks, IndiScots has got quite a few announcements. We are going to be on November the 1st rolling out quite a few things. On November the 1st, we're going to be rolling out the sub button, guys, because we've not had the sub button we've been able to have our sub button for 2.5 months or something. But the reason we've not done it is because we as a network don't feel like we've had a product that we were willing to allow you to give us money for, because we know when the sub button's there, people will hit the sub button and give you money. It's just something that happens, right? So we weren't feeling comfortable about that happening. But now we are going to feel comfortable with it happening because we're moving to a schedule. There's going to be a nightly or a daily stream on IndiScots. Weeknights, it's going to be 8 to 11. So Monday to Friday, there's going to be a stream on IndiScots from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Stubzx, take it away and tell us who it's going to be.
We are starting with Tonto, which will be on the Wednesday.
Tonto's the
Thank you.
Thursday the 1st.
Is it Thursday?
Thursday the
I thought it was
1st of
Wednesday the
November.
1st. I'm
Is
getting
it-
my dates wrong.
Is it Wednesday
Fucking
the
hell.
1st?
At least trust.
We'll double
Is it
check
Wednesday?
right now. Double check right now. Thursday
No,
the
it's
1st.
Thursday the 1st. I
Thursday
did
the
fuck up.
1st.
Thursday the 1st. See, I don't know my calendars, man. But aye. So we'll be doing weekly
Yaldi,
streams.
what the
We will
fuck you
have.
doing?
He's trying to copy me,
Let
man.
him
What's
do
in
the
his mouth,
announcement,
actually?
God damn it.
I was looking, I was like, wait, is he putting like new 5 gum in his mouth or something?
What do you expect
Is he
from us,
rolling
man?
like multiple fags at a time?
I
Did you
was
see
seeing
what
how many I
Stubbs...
could get in there before you noticed, but I got 6.
We've all got
Only
red and
6?
blue branding.
That's disappointing, Yaldi. I believe in you, man. I believe you can get more in next
Anyway.
time.
Anyway.
It's before you realise.
Back to announcement.
Anyway, so we'll be starting with Tonto on the Thursday, and the routine will be, or whatever the fuck you call it, it'll be weekdays from 8 till 11 p.m. obviously, and then on the weekends, possibly on Friday subject to change, but weekends will be 10 till 1 a.m.
10 to
And-
1 a.m. on the Saturday, and then obviously Sunday is tonight, and Sunday's not going to change because Sundays, we really enjoy our Sunday night. But the schedule when we start, the list of streamers, it's going to be on a Monday night is going to be SMViper. On a Tuesday night is going to be YaldiTime. On a Wednesday night is going to be me. On a Thursday night is going to be Tonto. Friday night, Glasgow Gaming. Saturday night is the Over 40s night with Stubzx. And then Sunday is the podcast as usual. Mate, I've been saying that for over a week. You really didn't expect me to say
40s
that
night.
on the podcast.
Members, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your dad. Yaldi, eat them all now.
Stubbs has left IndiScots.
Yaldi is still putting shit in his mouth.
But aye, Stubbsy's going to be on at 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. most Saturday nights. Sometimes there will be different people on Saturday nights, but mostly it's going to be Stubbsy on the Saturday night.
Jesus Christ, this is getting out of touch now.
2 seconds, guys.
Yaldi, what are you putting in your mouth?
But aye, for the record, Stubbs is not 22 and he's not 46. Nobody knows his real age. He won't tell us.
I've got my birth certificate right next to me.
Don't show your birth certificate for fuck's
Of course I'm not.
for fuck's sake.
Of course I'm not going to show it. Here, internet, here's my birth
ID
certificate.
theft.
Here's
ID
my
theft.
national insurance number. How stupid do you think I am, man?
I doubted for a second there.
Oh, come on, man. I'm
doubted.
a wee bit smarter than that.
But my next subject was going to be the logo. We already covered that. But can we all just say a massive thanks to YaldiTime for the new logo, because it's awesome. Thank you, YaldiTime. We round the applause for Yaldi, everyone.
Look at that beauty down there. Look at that fucking beauty down there. It might have cut off the greatest part of Scotland. No, I can't even say it was straight. The islands are shite, right? I don't blame it for getting cut off.
It's the way he couldn't work it into the logo. It was too, do you know what I mean? It was hanging off the side and like, The logo's just
Mate,
so much better. The way they
Nobody
put them.
gives a fuck about the islands, right? Everywhere forgets about them. They're watching the weather and they're like, aye, so the mainland's going to be wet. England's going to be hot.
It's like Stubzx
Fuck the
is down at the
Back to
port.
the news.
Stubbs is down at the port looking for the boat with the big iron brew symbol on the side, and he's down there hijacking it like it's all mine. I've got the money for it all. I'm taking it all. He's on the allowed any. Give me
I've
all your
got
brew.
all the island. I've got all the iron brew in the island, man.
Just hoarding the iron brew.
My entire porch is just piled with it.
It's like 3 bottles.
Mate, see if I lived in an island like you do, man, I'd be holding the iron brew as well, man, 100%, man. I
Got
would
to, man.
not be letting that iron brew store drop down below 50%.
Island brew.
Island blue. Brew.
Island blue.
Can he be for me?
Island
I'm gonna
brew.
just ignore that.
Aye. Is that your phone going?
No, it's my door.
Somebody's
Ah,
door.
right.
It's my door.
Fuck it, just ignore it, man.
Aye, just
Probably
ignore
just
it.
Mormons or something. It's fine. Maybe the police.
They've probably done the wrong door. But aye, Glasgow Gaming is going to be revamping the IndiScots Discord server. It's going to be getting a new layout so as it's much more intuitive and easier to use, so there's not as much channels and stuff. And the reason it's getting a revamp is because we're also going to be changing to a new loyalty system. You're going to have to earn membership now, guys. It's not going to be hard, but you're going to have to earn membership just so as we can stop like people coming into the network and just dropping links with it, contributing to the network, because we're a small network and we need to be focusing on the network right now. 2 seconds to go answer that door. Stubzx, talk about that for us, will you?
All right.
I think it's his brother at the door.
I've actually forgot where he was, but I do actually want to mention that IndiScots.
Chances we'll see him get stabbed.
I'd say about 60%. But
Should we wait for
IndiScots
him
will
to see
start.
if he gets stabbed?
He's a lie. Oh wait, no, he's getting the keys.
No,
So we don't
brother at the
lock our
door.
doors here. But anyway, so on Wednesdays on YouTube, over on youtube.com/u/IndiScots, I think it is. I can't remember how YouTube does it. But on Wednesdays, we will have our new show, IndiScots, starting up again, starring Absolute Scottish and his dad's nipples, because you need both them. We have a guest now. We have a 5th guest. 5th host.
Oh, is it Thunder?
We have a 6th guest. 6th host. Fuck, I forgot about Thunder, man. A real host. I forgot about Truss, actually.
Thunder hosting.
It was my wee brother, man. My wee brother was
Is it
completely
Trips?
dug. No, no.
Oh, give
Oh,
it,
there'd have been a beller, man. The door's going, and then he comes back as Truss.
I should have done that.
Kevin.
Should have done that.
Okay, okay. Absolute Scottish just said that's a negative on my dad's nipples. So, sorry for the false advertising. Sorry to give you hopes up, folks. But his dad's nipples apparently will not be involved.
Oh, fuck.
Talking about Absolute Scottish Scottish is going to be.
I just mentioned it.
Oh, did you? Because he done the Scots with script thing, but we're changing it to IndiScots. Because welcome back to the
IndiScots.
Scots with script. Maybe we should just keep that, but that's just
Welcome
too
back
funny.
with the Scots with script.
Did anybody see the video?
Do.
The fucking intro is like 20 seconds long, man.
Hey, you gotta make that 10-minute mark somehow, you know.
Need to fill out your videos.
Aye.
Right, but did we
I'm
talk
also
about?
just going to make this.
Did we cover loyalty
We've not
points?
talked about this yet.
No.
Alright, so well, you cover loyalty points.
Right, what you got to say then, Viper, before we do it?
Aye, I'm saying this. I've just said this. I'm more just like giving you a little taster. But us as the group of indie Scot people have been talking about the podcast and what we can do for it. And on Christmas Day,
IndiScot people.
there will be a podcast available on YouTube, which is a pre-recorded podcast, and it's going to be a professional filmed one. It's going to be with cameras and
What are you trying to say?
jump cuts, and
Try to say like?
it's going to be one that isn't done on Discord.
What he's got to say, what he means
It'll
is,
also-
guys, he's going to cut out all the original funny content that you usually see on the stream, and it's going to be pure boring as shit.
Yeah. It's going to have Edinburgh humour.
No, but he is right.
Yeah,
there.
you're
We're going to
getting
do a Christmas special for the podcast. It's going to go live on Christmas Day. We're going to pre-record it and do that. So that should be quite good as well.
I just want to point out, I can't promise I will be on that one, but I will try my best to get onto it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not 100%.
Stubzx will
confirmed.
talk
There's still
about
a few. There's still a few more things to sort out, but there is a chance I'll be there.
Aye, hopefully
Depends
Stubzx
if I
is
can
coming
get
to
down or not.
Edinburgh. But see, guys, just a wee quick reminder again, the giveaway is happening. Stubbs is now going to Resonate. If you don't know, Stubbs is going to Resonate.
Wait, what?
Have you know heard that you're going to Resonate, mate?
Would someone buy me tickets and a fucking...
No, AJ the Magician.
aye. Okay, aye. I've completely forgot about that
AJ the
one.
Magician's got to get a big Stubbs head, man. He's got to represent Stubbs in the day.
There will be a version of me there, aye.
Aye.
Well, Stubbs, how tall are you?
About 5'8".
Oh, he's just a wee bit taller than you, Viper. Just a
Thank
tiny
fuck,
wee
man.
bit
But next to
taller
you
than
two
Viper.
cunts, I'll still look 4 foot.
Mate, I'm only 6 foot,
Because
man.
thing
I'm tiny next to Yaldi
Aye,
as well.
but Yaldi's like 6'12".
There's one thing that people don't realize is, okay, Yaldi doesn't look that tall on camera, right?
Because
He's a fucking giant. He's related to Hagrid, for fuck's sake, man.
It's like,
Whereas
Yaldi's not
Stubbs
that
looks like he
big
should be
anyway.
6'6" on the camera.
He doesn't look that tall, but like he's you can see a wee
You
bit
don't
more
look
than
tall
I-
at all.
It's because there's no reference next to him.
It's,
Do you know what I mean? He'll shout his dad in the now and it'll look like a smurf walking in the room.
Look for things with reference.
What is it, son?
I don't even know what could you use for reference. Banana for scale.
You could actually probably use your chair.
Banana first.
Because we all know like the rough size of a gaming chair. Fuck me. Stands up and it's at nipple height.
It's like fucking remember Cow and
he's just
Chicken.
gone.
Remember Cow and Chicken on Cartoon
Ooh.
Network? Man, it was their mum and dad was just
Aye.
the legs. That's what it was like, yeah, man. He
That's
stands up.
Yaldi.
Aye. Just stands up, it's just a pair of legs, man. What's happening, Jube in the chat. But aye, did we cover
Sure,
loyalty
yeah.
points in any depth? No. Do you know
No,
go-
Not yet, no.
Not at all. Right. The new loyalty system, guys, the way it's going to work is there's going to be a certain amount of points required for you to gain membership. So each month you're going to have to get 800 points to get membership, right? But once you gain membership, your membership lasts for 2 months, right? So you've got a month's breathing space and then the next month you have to gain your membership again. So it's 800 points to gain membership. The way it works is you get 300 points for every hour you stream on the IndiScots during a relay, right? Usually it's 2-hour slots per relay. So if you do a relay slot, you get 600 points. That only leaves you with 200 points left to claim in a month, and you get 600 points in 2 hours. Do you know what I mean? So the way, if you've done a relay, the other way to get points is you get 300 points if you appear on a podcast as well. Because that's an hour on IndiScots, you get 300 points. So if you do a relay appearance and a podcast appearance in 1 month, you get membership. You can also get membership through watching the IndiScots channel. See, if you look below the channel, you've got the loyalty points, which you're using tonight to buy tickets and stuff like that. Those loyalty points are going to be you're going to get. It's going to change and it's going to go to 20 loyalty points per hour. So if you do a relay, like you take part in a relay and you stream in a relay, you get 600 points for the 2 hours. That leaves you with 200 points to gain. It's 20 points an hour. There's 10 hours left in the relay. So if you watch the relay and take part, you get membership. It can't be easier than that. And that ensures that people are taking part in the network and only members are going to be getting shared. Like only members can share their links and share their social media and stuff like that, because we're getting too many people coming in that are just dumping their stuff and no getting involved. And you guys know, if you get involved with the IndiScots, you have a good time. We never French fry when we should pizza. We're always French frying when we should French fry, and going straight down that hill, man. If you know the reference, you know the reference.
Yaldi, what the fuck, man?
Mate, pizza's amazing, right? I'm gonna out you,
Pizza's
Truss. I'm gonna fucking out you. Truss does not like pizza.
This is Stubbs getting me back for the age quips earlier.
He does not like pizza. What
Pizza
kind
can
of
go
fucking
fuck
human is he?
itself, man. Right? Pizza can go fuck itself. I
Hold
make
on.
up for what pizza I don't eat by drinking iron brew. All right?
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. Shut it. Right?
To be fair though, like I'm pretty sure that he'd eat a pizza crunch if he was asked to.
No, I won't.
That's
I
a deep
won't.
fried pizza, isn't it?
I won't.
Aye, pizza
I've
crunch.
never tried one of them.
If it's got pizza in it,
They're good.
you can't ban trust. No.
So I've heard.
A
But I
ban.
wanna-
Everybody who likes pizzas now receiving a ban. Ban.
You just banned 99.9% of the population. Fuck off. You're the only unnormal cunt that doesn't like pizza.
Mate, pizza can suck a dick.
Mate,
Pizza
it can
can
suck
suck a
mine
dick.
any day.
No, I can't.
Dick.
There's anything we missed on the loyalty points. Yes, there is stuff we missed in the loyalty points. But also with the loyalty point system, we're going to be opening up to non-Scottish people as well. So if you join the IndiScots and you're not Scottish, you're going to be and get membership. You're going to be called an IndiNot. Sounds like IndiScots, but you're not Scottish. It highlights it. We'll make a joke about it. Hi, welcome to IndiNots. But you're not Scottish. Yeah, of course. That's why we said IndiNots. Do you know what I mean? So, and it's going to be 800 points for them to gain membership as well. And there's also a role available, like the Highlander role. If you gain double membership points in a month, you get 1,600 points. Then you can join in on peer meetings and stuff like that, and have your voice heard in the Discord and the leadership roles. So it's opening up. We're opening it up. We're hopefully going to, in 2019, should hopefully be our year, guys. Going to open up the sub button on the 1st of November as well, man. I can't wait to get my tier 3 sub. The emotes, guys, Yaldi, how are we doing with the emotes? Obviously, their new logo is going to be tier 1 emote. Tier 2, I think we've settled on a ban Madcap emote, haven't we?
Aye.
I think we've settled on that. Madcap's face with a big ban symbol over the top of it. Would you have any ideas for a tier 3 emote? I've not really thought about that
Vipers V's.
Vipers V's.
Vipers V's.
That V's no yours, mate. That V is the French V because
Oh, hold on. Alright, there we go.
because
There's
history
one
boner
for the day.
time. Do we all know where the fucking the V symbol for fuck you came from? It came from the English archers, the English longbowmen used to spend 10-15 years practicing and getting their bow arms good before they could serve in
You've
the
already
English
fucked
army.
it up. You've already fucked it up.
And when they served in the
Well, they
English
fucked up.
army, I've no, just stop interrupting me and let me finish. And they pulled it back with their 2 fingers. And when they were captured during the 100 Years' War by the French chopped their 2 fingers off so as they couldn't fire their longbows at them anymore. So when the French encountered these Englishmen, they done that to them. Nah, I've got my fingers and just don't. Right, you can stop stroking them now, boys. We're finished.
What a load of bullshit.
That wasn't actually the true meaning of it, though. Was that no just a fucking old wives' tale or some shit?
No, that's how that came about.
Is that actually true?
Aye, that's how it came about.
Because the only reason I'm saying you fucked it up is because you told me a certain different version when I saw you.
How did I tell you a different version?
You said the version was the French archers were like training with
No,
that, and then when they
no,
were
it's the
captured by the
English.
English, they got
No, you've heard, Drang.
so the archers to do that. Go, I've still got my fingers.
Aye, it was the French people that done it to the English. The English were the longbowmen. They were the ones with the longbow. They won the Battle of Agincourt and all that, right? But let's get off that, right? I could talk about the Battle of Agincourt for a week, right? So we're no gonna. We're going to move on.
Let's talk about it in Destiny form.
In Destiny form? Oh my god.
Yeah, that could be the tier 3 emote. The history boner could be the tier 3 emote.
Mate, I've said it for a while.
Stubzx.
See if Epic Games, the big people who make Fortnite, were actually like their heads in the right place. They'd totally make a Julius Caesar DLC for fucking Fortnite and call it the Battle of Elysia.
Oh, they totally would.
Do you know what I mean? You could, right?
Kids don't like Caesar.
Yeah,
because
the
that's what
history
all
boner
kids
again.
want.
Mate, it'd make me
Ah.
play it. I'd be like, yes, you seen the Julius Caesar DLC?
Have you seen what age the average Fortnite player is?
I
But
know, but the kids need educated in
We'll put it this way,
mate.
right?
Need educated in
Put
history.
it this way: if the national dance for Fortnite is this, nobody gives a fuck about Julius Caesar.
mate,
Right.
the dance changes
this-
weekly.
But they could just put Julius Caesar in a toga and get him doing that with his toga. Do you know what I mean? They
You
could
really
make
want
it
Julius
excessive.
Caesar in the same game where Thanos dabbed?
No, I'm just saying, right? Because like the Battle of Elysia,
You'd have Julius Caesar running around dabbing on kids.
it can never
I would
finish my
play
point.
that, actually, now that I think about it, I fucking killed you.
Aye, I want Julius Caesar in this game now.
Because there was a battle
How
he
dare
fought against the Gauls, right? Who were the fucking basically the guys who became the French, right? And he built
Oh my god, no, when someone
14
came with Julius
miles.
Caesar.
He built 14 miles of fortifications in 10 days, and then he turned round and built fortifications round Dame in another 7. He built 30 miles of fortifications in fucking 16 days, man. You're like, It's mental. He's a Fortnite DLC because Fortnite you can do that, build hunters of fortification really quick.
Are you done, aye?
Aye, I'm
You
done. Aye,
There we go.
Aye, done.
Actually, one for the chat. I can't see the chat, but all in favour of the history boner, the tier 3 emote, say aye.
How do we even
Say
do that?
aye. Verbally.
I feel like that'd be a better one with a partner because you can
In
get
your
GIF
room,
ones,
just
can't
say,
you?
just say aye.
Can partners no get GIF emotes?
I don't think
I
so.
thought they could. I thought they could. Aye.
But
There's a lot.
like,
There's a lot of
It'd
eyes
be
in the
quite cool
chat.
just to see could see a bunch of like, you know, because I'm thinking, just imagine that and the arms like that as the emote, just rigorously.
All right, we're getting a
It'd be quite
majority
cool
vote. Aye. Jason, Lumpy, he who shall not be named, Glasgow Gaming, Killy, Gracie. We've got a couple. We've got a couple eyes in the chat. Unfortunately, he who shall not be named actually did say aye, so I
You
think
shall
that
not
counts
be
as, like
named.
negative 10 votes.
That's -2 votes, aye.
Aye, I thought so.
So vote passes.
Disappointing that.
History boner for tier
Seems fair.
3. Fuck's sake, man.
So to answer your question, everything's been sorted. But I don't need it.
Hey.
He asked me that question and then answered it midway through the question, so that worked out.
Saves you.
I don't know.
We reached the end of my pre-selected topics. What do we want to talk
I was
about?
going to draw a kilt man with a bobby hanging out, but
They can't do that, but we can't even do it with a
censor it, it's fine. Just a big censor bar.
We were all
Well,
thinking about
speaking
that.
of Fortnite,
It's
the
dying.
recent quote unquote controversy that they just had.
Oh, are we on about the
Oh,
titty one?
Yep, the A1.
The
I've not seen
titties! Alright,
Fortnite just removed a little thing in there because I think it was for one of the remotes or something, and it basically like anything it would like make your body sway from side to side basically, and some characters have some bigger tatty blowjobs than some other characters, and because of that they accidentally made anime titties, and
No. I'm calling bullshit. There is no way they accidentally
No way.
added
No
physics
way.
to
Not a
double
chance.
D titties. That was on purpose. That was one of the developers was sitting there like, this emote doesn't look right. Hold on, let me just add a little bit of physics. Bedoing. Yes, there we go. Oh
no,
shit, release
because
into
they know
the
as
game.
well all the 12-year-old boys would fucking love it.
That's
Yeah,
what
and
I was
they-
just
They're
about to
stroking
say.
their
Do
own history boners.
you know what I mean?
bet that
Like Epic
skin
Games
sold
look,
like fuck.
they look at their demographic and they go, we almost own all the 12-year-old boys, but not them all. Put tits in the game that move. Now.
Well, I bet
You just,
that
you just start
skin
seeing the
sold.
13-year-olds start to migrate back as well.
It's
They
like
say-
they saw that the female skins weren't selling as much, so they're like, maybe if we make the female skins more attractive.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like they say that Skull Trooper is the highest selling skin ever. No, I bet that one's the highest selling skin now.
Yeah, that's not the highest.
They seen it, all their friends were at school. Have you seen the skin that's got tits bouncing? The titties bounce. And they're like, yeah, like, let's get home. Mum, credit card. Here we go. Oh, do you know he dancing that and it's fucking annoying. They're sitting there.
Hey guys, imagine if they didn't remove it and you got a Julius Caesar skin and Julius Caesar's titties just bouncing about. History boner.
Amen.
If you're doing that, can we get absolute Scottish's dad?
I paid 20 quid for that skin alone.
I'd pay 20 quid for that skin.
Aye.
Animate the
Nah,
gift of
absolute.
absolute
Tell your dad
Scottish
to get in touch with Epic.
As Jason said
Get
in the
that
chat,
pitch for them.
every female character in Fortnite is thick. That is very true, actually.
Got massive fly gaps as well.
Aye. It's,
Here's one thing
quite
as well: is
unrealistic.
it? How do you guys feel about most games these days? And I'm not talking like every single game. I'm talking maybe like, I think maybe at least 25% of games these days are using Unreal Engine. And I get that it's a good engine, but at the same time, it also means Epic Games own 25% of the gaming universe.
Fun fact, that engine was actually made for Fortnite.
Wow.
Yeah, it was made for Fortnite. And then you look at the other games that are made in the engine, you're like, how the fuck was this made for Fortnite? The other games are better. I don't know. I mean, Unreal Engine's always been a popular engine, and it is a good engine.
It's a good
so-
engine. It's a very good engine. Like, am I
What's-
right in
what's-
saying that Epic Games also made Ark?
I don't think they made Ark,
No.
but it is on Unreal, isn't it? But what's the choices? Like for a small developer, you've either got like Unity,
Unreal,
Engine.
Unity.
Like,
Well,
Didn't
some
they make,
skilled people can use C++, but it's
how many C++
it's very hard.
games do you see?
Java.
Exactly.
There we go.
Yes,
Flash games, there we go.
JavaScript games, bring them back, considering Java's dead. But yeah, their only choices are Unity or Unreal, so it's like, Unity's actually getting pretty well, like doing pretty good now.
And the CryEngine's also a
Unity
thing.
seems to be more.
Like
The
Frostbite
CryEngine's
engine?
CryEngine, yeah.
Frostbite's owned by EA. They're not allowed to use it. Like you can't, as if you're an indie developer, you can't use it. That's
Really?
EA's
I've seen
in-house
them
engine.
I've seen them like license that shit out.
Frostbite's what
Speaking
they
of
built
different-
Battlefields with, ain't it?
Yeah, that's EA's in-house engine. So pretty much every
Is it
EA
CryEngine that allow you? I think
That
it's a CryEngine.
CryEngine does, but I think that's really outdated now.
We've got a wee
Speaking
question
of,
in the podcast questions section from Estevarius. For a non-Scottish streamer, just to confirm, it's 800 points over 2 months, and 800 points will equate to 40 hours since it's 20 points an hour. The second part's right, Estevarius. If you watch IndiScots for 40 hours over the course of a month, you'll get membership, but it's not
Which
over.
is easy.
It's not over the course of 2 months. It's if you gain 800
Are you
points
stroking
over.
a fag?
If you get 800 points over the course of a month, 1 month,
Oh, it's this tiny Bobby.
then you get your membership. And the membership always lasts for 2 months. So as you're not every single month worried about getting your membership, so as you've got a month to breathe. Do you know what I mean? You get your membership, you've got a month to just breathe and do what you want, and then your next month is when you're going to have to get your points again. But like we say, it's super easy to gain the points. Like Viper says, 40 hours isn't really much. And also, if people who gain membership, if you watch one of their streams, you get half that amount of points per hour. So if you're watching, say, on Glasgow Gaming's home channel or Yaldi's home channel, you'll get 10 points towards a membership then as well. There's loads of ways we can gain membership, loads of ways to get points. We'll probably be putting more ways up to earn points as well. But that's the ways we've come up with just now. If you guys can think of any good ideas, put them in that podcast questions section, let us know. Or even better, put them in the Discord.
Sending Trust Your Nudes gets you 5 points.
Dick pics points will be removed.
One thing I want to quickly just say as well before people start thinking, I'm pretty sure people have started figuring out that if you want your sub button, you need to have a fixed address. Now, all that's been sorted internally, and I want to just assure everybody, all the money that goes into that we get from IndiScots,
Goes straight into
it's going straight into Stubz's pocket. It's funding the Church of Stubzianity. You're funding a good cause. What we're doing basically is, for the time being, all money that we get from IndiScots is going right back into IndiScots. So all the money you're going to see is going to go right back into making the service better, getting us to do more stuff, such as, like, hopefully in the future we'll bring out merch.
We'll pay Viper to leave.
Pay Viper to me to fuck off, it's going to be... Aye.
We'll pay Madcap to stay away.
Aye. We'll permanently ban Madcap.
Or we will pay a Hitman to attack Hitman. I mean, Madcap, fuck.
That's what we should do, actually. That'd be a cool Twitch stream.
Please fuck it up.
But
I want
basically,
Agent 47. Only the finest, mate.
any of the bit donations, any donations, sub buttons, all the money that's been made by IndiScots is going straight back into IndiScots. So is like our giveaway, our Resonate giveaway, that it doesn't need to come out like our pockets again. Do you know what I mean? Because that was £100 that had to come out IndiScots is like our own guys' pockets. So as we don't have to do that again, so as we can have like good giveaways and like see, like, one thing I really want to be able to do with the IndiScots stuff is, like, I really want to be able to do it doesn't have to be go-karting again, right? But see if we're going, like, to a meet or something, IndiScots pays half of everybody's ticket price.
Can we go to Amsterdam's red light district?
Yes.
And do you know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? If we want to go a trip, we'll fucking, do you know what I mean? Film it. We'll do stuff like that.
I think one thing that everybody would love to do, I can speak for everyone here. We'd love to go as IndiScots to TwitchCon.
Yes.
Oh, 100%. Aye, no questions.
And IndiScots, we want to go there. We want to fuck shit up. Quote unquote, fuck shit up.
Just walk out there and be like, do you know what a Glasgow kiss is? No.
I'll be walking in fucking straight one side with Ira and Brew and the other side with my fucking Scotland flag, man. Fucking, we're
I'll wear
here.
this.
We're here.
I'll walk in with a V showing high and proud.
Viper's just walking into TwitchCon like that.
Everyone's just asking, why are you holding up to? Why are you holding up to?
Because
First
fuck
is
you,
sitting there in
that's
the
why
corner like
I've
that.
still got my fingers.
I'll tell you why he's holding up to.
I'll just go like this.
That, and I'll be wearing a fuck madcap shirt.
But yeah, there's another question popped up in the podcast questions section. It's from Jason this time. He says, do you think Black Ops 4 game mode Blackout will be more popular than Fortnite?
Nah, probably
No,
not.
but
No.
it's interesting because it's one of the only games that is a battle royale that works.
Yeah,
So it's a very interesting thing.
it's good, but the fact is, Fortnite's free.
Yeah.
Have any of you
Fortnite's
seen
free,
the
it's
weird Call of Duty meme trailers that they've made?
Oh god, no,
No, I
they're
haven't.
horrible.
No,
Hey,
guys.
so bad.
hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey
Oh
guys.
yeah, yeah.
What is this shit?
The one
What
that got
is
me
this?
was like that dead meme with the guy singing in the clouds.
Oh, when the guy
They punched the guy off the.
Ah!
I'm like, oh
What
no,
the fuck is this?
why?
Oh, it's even better if if you're on Instagram or anywhere and you see it, or even Twitter, I think they're on. Just click on it and look at the description, like look at the comments. Everyone is saying how shit they are, but they keep posting them. It's so bad.
Speaking of shite things, so Venom got released this week.
I just went and saw it that night.
What
How'd
do
you
you
find
think of it?
I wish Spider-Man was in it.
Put it this way, I've not seen it yet, but I didn't care for it. But it'd be quite cool to see Spider-Man in it, considering it's
Yeah, it's just like
kind
the
of,
whole of New York just getting absolutely cunted, and then where the fuck Spider-Man is having a night in, you know?
no Spider-Man's fucking
He's
away
off the
and
Avengers. He's in space. Oh, he's dead actually.
he's clicked.
He's in the piss, man. It's his 18th birthday.
He
But-
does. That's it.
But basically, like
But this
from
is
what I've been told,
before
there's
that.
Do you know
there's
what?
so many inaccuracies. It's unreal.
It's
There
because
always
it's
is in
different
movies.
studios. Like Spider-Man, even though he's owned by Sony, it's like
He's
working.
not
with-
anymore. He's owned by Marvel again. The Sony.
No, there's a deal.
It's no,
Not sold him.
no,
There's a deal
it's-
with them.
Yeah,
Right.
It's
Okay.
basically
deal.
what's happened is that Sony have been trying to make Spider-Man films for ages,
And failing.
but
badly.
Sony's problem is that they like money too much, and they basically think like Sony has this mindset of the more we chuck in, the more money we're going to make. Case in point, Spider-Man 3. Sam Raimi only wanted Sandman in that film, but the producers were like, no. You also need to have Harry as a Green Goblin, or you also need Venom in that film. It wasn't needed, but because they want it. Same with the Amazing Spider-Man. The first one had Mr. Lizardman, but did you also notice all the other reference to all the other villains?
I didn't mind the Amazing Spider-Man movies. They were shit, but they were.
Mm.
Eh.
Like the fact that
that's
Green
fair.
Goblin was an Amazing Spider-Man film too, when it wasn't needed at all. Basically, what Marvel done was they went to Sony and went, look, we want to use Spider-Man for our MCU because we know we can do it right. Now, what we'll do is, if you let us make the film, we'll basically just give you a cut of the rights, and you didn't have to lift a finger. And Sony went, too fucking right. And to be honest, I think that's what they should have done. They're doing the same with X-Men, I think.
X-Men's just
Are they
too
giving
many
them to
movies,
Deadpool?
man.
Are they
No, they're not
giving
giving
X-Men to
Deadpool.
Deadpool? Fuck.
No, they're not giving.
I
They're
want
not giving-
Wolverine and Deadpool.
But
I want
Wolverine,
Oh,
Wolverine, just on the subject, man, see the Logan movie, it basically is Metal Gear Solid 4 movie form.
Oh, right. Hold on. Okay. So, let me change subject. Do any of you know how like Venom could have actually been a good guy, right?
Well,
But
he could
do you know the reason that Venom is batshit insane?
Because he's not played Metal Gear Solid 4.
Shut up. No. Do you know the reason that Venom is batshit insane?
No.
He's not very batshit insane though.
But there's one.
There's somebody who's much more batshit insane than he is.
Aye, but that's no how
yes,
Venom's
yes. So
batshit
that's
insane.
Spoilers.
Let's get into the point. Well, okay, maybe
Spoilers.
maybe you're talking about something else.
Hold on, spoilers.
that's
Venom
no-
turns into
that's
an
no spoilers,
anti-hero at the end of the movie.
Oh, who would have known?
I don't care about spoilers. But
Why is he a hero? He's supposed to be a mental and just fucking kill cunts, but
well,
turns
that's
out
no,
a
it's
good
like-
guy.
Right. So in the original story, what happened? Let's say the origin story I like is the symbiote came down from space, attached itself onto Peter, became the black suit. Thing is, the symbiote was still.
Before. There was one other person who wore it
Oh
before
fuck! Who was it?
for like 2 minutes. Deadpool.
Oh yeah, he was like, "The fuck's this?" Oh.
And what can it do? It can read your mind. Deadpool put it on and went, "Hold on, let's try to read my mind." I don't want it to have to deal with that. So he took it off, left it, and then Spider-Man comes in 2 seconds later and puts it on. Those 2 seconds within Deadpool's mind drove it fucking mental. Because the thing is, Deadpool has like 100 different personalities, and it's just whatever goes on inside his head is insane. Everyone inside like the comic book universe, they don't want to read his mind because it's so fucking horrible and so batshit insane that they don't want to do it.
Well, here's the thing as well. The thing is, Venom, like the symbiote itself, is only half sentient.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing is it's a symbiote. It feeds off the human, and it fed off anger and everything. And because of that, like Peter was already pretty. He wasn't angry, but
Peter
you could
is
tell
pretty.
he was.
Very
He is
nice looking
pissed.
man. Mhm.
He is a very. Tom Holland's a very pretty man.
Tom Holland is aye. Zendaya's
But,
better
aye.
than Tom Holland, aye.
Evil jazz.
But that's why you get some really weird scenes with Peter Parker, and he got angrier. And like, there's actually a whole other comic book where I think like this is a completely different canon thing.
called
but
Man
there's a whole
Spider?
comic book where no,
That'd be a
but
different
that was a
universe.
very cool thing.
Leave.
Universe where he actually gets like 2 extra arms on his. That was cool. No, there's actually a bit where basically I think it's something to do with Kingpin, and he kills Aunt May or he kills Mary Jane or something, and Peter gets so mad that he puts the black suit on again, breaks into the raft, and beats the Kingpin within an inch of his life. And the thing is, Peter wouldn't do that, but under the out of the suit, because the suit just amplifies your anger. It amplifies basically everything in your body, also your emotions. So if you're like, just a wee bit pissed off at something, the suit will make you fucking livid.
Mhm.
Like, it's like that. And that's also like, anyway, suit went to Peter, Peter got rid of the suit, bonded to Eddie Brock, who was already pissed off, and hence Venom was born. But also that's the reason why he has Spider-Man powers, because he was bonded to Spider-Man first, hence why he has the white spider. It's gone across.
Well, the suit's obsessed with Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, the suit's obsessed
Yeah,
with
I
Spider-Man.
love
It's
him.
like he's got a fucking hard on for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I think it was also because the amount of power, like he then
Well,
got.
Spider-Man is incredibly powerful.
Aye.
Or it
Spider-Man
could be
pulls his
because-
punches.
I mean, it could be because Deadpool's obsessed with him too. Either one.
Spider-Man also
Deadpool
pulls
loves
his
Spider-Man.
punches.
But right, on a different note, Stubbs, can you bring up the Stream Elements page and finalise that giveaway?
Oh yes.
We almost forgot about the giveaway.
So,
Oh,
no,
people
I
buy
did not
tickets.
forget about the giveaway.
I almost did, like.
Well,
I was like,
it's just
aye,
that,
we're ending
but
it
basically,
But aye, we're going to end the
Yeah,
giveaway right now.
I'm
If
opening it, you
everybody's in just buying hundreds of tickets, aye,
Look,
now's
buy
your
your
last
tickets.
chance.
Okay,
Doesn't
buy
let
your
me buy
tickets.
tickets.
Buy your tickets now while Viper finishes the story, folks.
but basically because of that, it feeds off that. Now, I can't remember if this is correct in the one I read, because I know in the movie they've made it different. But plain fuck off. After Eddie, he bonds onto a guy in the raft. I can't remember his name, but he's a serial killer who has no remorse. And when the symbiote bonds to him, Carnage is born. Carnage is my favourite villain of all time because how fucking mental he is.
And he's
He
badass.
basically No, it's not even that he's badass. He's just imagine evil turned up, because most people would like in the Spider-Man universe only kill for necessity. No. He kills because he wants to. He's like, cool. Oh, impaled. Oh, yep, dead. Ooh, look at all the guts on the wall.
But it's very
He's
easy.
like-
I don't like characters like that because they're so easy to write. They're so easy to write, like, from a writer's perspective. Or let's just make him crazy. Let's just make him mental. No, let's not build a personality for this character at all. Do you know what I
Well-
mean? That's how I see those types of characters.
Weirdly, Carnage had a personality, and it was the fact he was batshit crazy. Carnage is the reason. But put it this way, if Venom was already batshit mental on Eddie Brock, but then because Eddie Brock and Venom saw what Carnage was doing, that even they both went, that's a bit too far, pal. Like, that just shows you how fucking mental he is. Carnage is, like,
Well-
the worst.
Well, Truss, how do you feel
I
about
love him.
Deadpool then?
Deadpool, I don't know.
Like, he's got a story. He's got one hell of a personality. Actually, he's got multiple.
I like
Mm.
Deadpool,
I mean-
but I don't. The movies they're good in the sense that their action scenes and that are good, but I just found myself feeling like I'm being tricked into laughing at this guy. Do you know what I mean?
Because it's
That's-
Ryan Reynolds. Like,
No,
you're laughing
but-
at Ryan Reynolds.
Like, remember when I
Sexiest
explained
man
to you
alive.
how comedy works in the human brain? Like, when I'm telling you something, everybody's trying to guess what I'm trying to say, so your mind expends energy trying to guess how I'm going to finish my sentence. And, like, if I finish my sentence by going, "I'll shag each other in the bums," you totally weren't expecting to hear that, and it makes you laugh. That's how I feel Deadpool makes you laugh. I feel as
You
if
see,
you've been tricked into
no.
being laughing the way I just tricked Viper into laughing there.
It's like,
No, I was
Deadpool-
laughing because you just said, I will shag each other on the bums. Like, I'm just laughing at that
Aye.
mental image.
it's a funny line, but Deadpool is actually funny, whereas
It can be
Something
funny.
like-
That's why I'm on the fence about it.
No. something that tricks you into laughing, The Big Bang Theory.
Yes, that's why I don't like it.
Bazinga.
Watching, okay, that was genuinely funny, but son of a bitch. But it's so shit though. But have you ever like watching it without the laughing track? You're like, oh, this is bad.
Mm.
This
Oh,
is
it's
really
weird.
bad.
It's
Laugh
like weirdly
tracks are
psychotic
terrible.
when you
But it's
watch
like
it.
they're having conversations like Bazinga. So Sheldon. And
Bazinga.
it's like, what the fuck? Like, there's weird long pauses for the laughter in the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
it's
So
bad.
should we do that for 2 minutes, right? So, Stubzx, what have you been doing today?
Oh, you know.
Right, finalise that giveaway. Let's see who our winner
All
is.
right, all right, let's go.
Today,
What was the
they've-
giveaway
shot,
in 3,
I read
2,
Batman.
1?
Who's it going
Let's
to be?
go,
You
winner.
can no longer enter.
Glasgow Gaming.
Glasgow Gaming won with
Yay.
13.67 chance of winning. There you
Bailey
go.
told me-
Here's the thing. Isn't Glasgow already going?
Glasgow was
Wait,
going to buy tickets if he didn't win.
Ah, okay.
So it was safe
Pure
to say
tunnel,
he's
jammy
going.
bastard.
So yes, Glasgow Gaming's going. Feel free to bring whoever you want, Glasgow, because that's a pair of tickets you're getting, dude.
13.67%.
13.
Even with 80%, I wouldn't have won.
But awesome, guys. We'll just finish with our customary. Scots We Soul was sponsored by Iron Brew, unofficially.
It's not.
So thank you for watching the Scots We Soul podcast this week. This week we've had YaldiTime, SMViper, Stubzx, and myself, Cod Ate My Dog. Thank you for watching. See you all in 10 minutes for Jackbox,
Turn it-
guys. Bye-bye and
Turn
good
to the
night.
8-pack.
Bye-bye. Build this network on Scots.
I like these V's.
Build this network. Scots. Build this
Alright,
network.
guys,
I'm
I'll
Scots
miss next week. I'll be in my house.
You stop talking at the outro, man. Fuck's sake.